Welcome to Cook Along with Julie. Well, cook along in terms of how to make your own homemade Nandos without all the calories. So I'm going to show you some easy ways to make Nando's version of chicken at home without the cost of the Nando sauces and without the calories of the Nando sauces. And I'm also going to show you how to watch out for some things in terms of what you buy in the shops. So if you're joining me and you're on the StreamYard, you know the deal. Let me know and pop your name so I can actually see who's joining. Hi Laura, how you doing? And I shall go over this with you. Now I'm going to show you how to pull together your Nando's. It's super easy, super quick, but also give you tips on what to watch out for. So like say if you're on the StreamYard, pop your name in the comments so I can see, give it permission and come and join me. And if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. All right, let's get into it. You know I like to be direct. Let's get into it. So first up, Nando's. The spicier the sauce you choose, the higher calories it has. And ultimately, high calories is representation of the fat that is high in sugar. So the spicier it is, you seem to add more sugar. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of that, but that is the facts of the nutritional values. Now, what does that mean? You might think, oh, but I love a Nando's, I like a bit of spicy chicken. Well, you can make it at home and save yourself a lot of money. I don't know about you, but Nando's is getting more and more expensive, and it's ultimately chicken and chips. So you're paying quite a lot of money for chicken, chips, and rice, and you can make it quickly at home. All right, all you need is chicken. Surprise, surprise, chicken. So I personally go for chicken breast. Now, in this bowl, I have already chopped up my chicken breast purely because I wanted it to marinate a bit more, but you can keep a whole chicken breast. But this has not been marinating for long. This has only been marinating for about an hour and a half. So all you need is a chicken breast, either whole or chopped up like the one I've got. And then all you need to add to that is some lemon slices. So lemon slices or lemon juice. Top tip, my husband actually bought these because he was like, oh, they had an offer on lemons. They were super cheap. He bought a ton of lemons. So he sliced them up and chucked them in the freezer. So then they're ready to go. So you can either use fresh lemons or ones that you've chucked in the freezer like me. Or you can use lemon juice, but just make sure if you're buying the lemon juice, it is pure lemon juice and not got sugar. Then the only other thing you need after that is spice. So what I simply added is chili flakes. So again, you can add as much chili as you like. So I'll just show you that so you can see. So literally lemon, chili flakes. I've chopped it up, as I say, you can do it a whole breast. And then oil. So I've added enough oil just to coat the chicken to get the chili flakes dispersed among the chicken so that it's not actually clumping together. So that's it. That's all you need. Chicken, lemon, and chili flakes. Now you might be tempted in the shops, like say it's these crushed chili flakes, you might be tempted to see something like this that says Portuguese peri peri rub. Now avoid these. Now the reason is, one, it doesn't taste that great. Two, what's in it? So this is purely chili flakes. That is it. This, if I go through the ingredients, number one ingredients on this is sea salt. Number one, 45% salt is in this. Then we've got brown sugar. It doesn't actually give a percentage, and only 8% chili flakes. And then you've got your paprika, your garlic, black peppercorns, and an anti-caking agent to stop the things sticking together. So this comes in at 186 calories per 100 grams, which is a whole tub, which you're obviously not going to have that. But the sugars is 23 grams for 100, so they make it really hard for you to work out. But ultimately, this is salt. You're buying salt. 43% of this is salt. So if you imagine that as the tub, 43% is salt. And then you've got a bit of chili, and then the rest is sugar and garlic and whatever else the caking agent is they put in there. And you're probably paying about, I don't know, £4 or £5, depending on the size and if you buy it on offer. Whereas if you buy this one, all you're getting is chili flakes, and that's all you need. You don't need the salt, you don't need the sugar. They'll think, oh, but it'll taste better with salt and sugar. Well, yes, it will, which will make you go back and buy more of this and not use as much as this, because you don't really need a lot. So if you don't like spicy food, because I know Sharon's on it, she's like, I don't like spicy stuff, you go and add as much chili as you like. And if you're like a bit put off with the chili flakes, then what you can do is use something like paprika. I can never say it. I went to get my cupboard. A little paprika powder. Smoked mild one. So Sharon, this one's for you. Smoked mild. Yeah, so you can add something like this instead, and again, just coat it in that. No, it won't be house Nando's, it won't be peri peri, but in terms of an easy chicken recipe, slice up your chicken, chuck lemon in, chuck in some chili flakes, and if you don't like the chili, go for paprika, something like that that's nice and mild, but it'll give you a smoky flavour. And if you're like, oh, I don't like lemons, take the lemons out. Once you've done this, so like I say, either whole breast or in chunks, All you need to do is get a frying pan. You don't need to put oil in the frying pan because remember you've already got oil in your chicken, and just heat up your frying pan and chuck it in and cook it. Cook it till it's done. And if you're like, oh, I'm not very confident in terms of cooking chicken and how chicken's kind of cooked, is it right or is it a bit raw? Maybe you're fearful of that. I know a number of people are. Get yourself a little thermometer. This one's a wee bit fancy, but you can get basic ones off Amazon and you can just look at what the temperature is of your chicken. So you literally just stick it in, see what the temperature's at. So it's 23.1 in my kitchen right now, but you can stick it in, check it. Anything for chicken, I believe it's 70 or over degrees, but check that online. And obviously, if it's a chicken breast, make sure you're prodding the different bits of the chicken breast because the outside will cook before the inside, and that will give you confidence in the temperature. How long to cook it? Again, it depends on how big your chunks are. You can also do it as strips. Or like say a breast, you can do it in the frying pan on the top, or you can stick it in the oven and bake it as well. So you can choose to do it on top or do it in the oven. Entirely up to you on what your time allows you. But I just wanted to come on and share that. So top tips: 1 chicken breast, chili flakes, lemon, a bit of oil. That's your house Nando's done without all the sugar, without all the salt of Nando's sauces. And you don't need to be buying these things that say pre-made peri-peri rub because you're paying for salt and sugar with a bit of spice. You just need the pure stuff, just the chili flakes. And whenever it becomes to looking at maybe like, oh, but like the pre-bought ones are just easy, look at the ingredients and just see what you're buying, what the makeup is. And you can search online. So even like fajitas, go online, search fajita mix, and it'll tell you all the ingredients you need to make fajitas, and you can opt to take the salt out. But unfortunately, when you're buying these things, you're buying the salt, you're buying the sugar. So making it yourself, super quick, super easy. And like I say, you see the difference. Like I don't even know what this stuff is. It's like powder, some sort of powder of salt and sugar. So yeah, chop it in the. So yeah, ultimately, super easy. Chicken lemon chili. I cannot say how easy this is. It is like Nando's at home. And what would you have with it? Normally I do sweet potato wedges. So cut up a sweet potato, bung it in the oven. Again, a little bit of oil over the top just to help it cook. And then you've got sweet potato wedges with your house Nando's mix. Cheapest chips, quick, easy, simple, no excuses for going on the Deliveroo and spending £40–45 on the Nando's, right? Any questions, let me know. Let me see your creations, how you got on with that recipe. In terms of how long to marinate it for, again, chicken breast, I'd probably do it for longer because the flavours aren't going to get in. You can slice the top of the chicken breast to let the flavours infuse and get in. Depends how spicy you like it and how lemony you like it. Play about with it. I'd say a minimum of 2 hours. And like I say, I've cut in chunks to get it a bit spicier, but it depends on your preference. And that's all you need to do. Quick and easy, house Nando's without the salt, without the sugar, low calories, super easy, no excuses not to do it. And then if you want something on the side, some potato wedges, chop up this potato, chuck it in the oven, or if you've got an air fryer, we've got an air fryer, I don't use it, it's my husband's gadget. So I just go for simple, chop up the wedges, chuck it in the oven, and that's it done. There you go, house Nando's. Any questions, drop me a note, #replay if you're watching the replay, and I look forward to seeing your creations of your peri-peri house Nando's. Take care, team.